Vice President Dr. Touray paid a visit to the mayor, councillors and leaders at the Kanifing Municipal Council to discuss and look for ways to tackle irregular migration and promote peace. Gambians, the Tuesday visit is part of an ongoing nationwide tour of the Vice President which began in July. More of that in this report by Binta Jallo.
The gathering was meant to discuss and share opinions and ideas with leaders on peaceful coexistence and, more importantly, the issue of irregular migration. Welcoming the Vice President at the KMC chambers, the Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda said his municipality is willing to support the government in the fight against irregular migration.
But just to let her know that KMC stands a partner of the Gambia government, and we are ready and willing to collaborate on all issues in regard to the development of KM and the Gambia at large.
Other speakers that took to the podium includes the Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior, who talked about return and reintegration of Gambian migrants and need for peaceful coexistence in the country. The Minister of Women, Children and Social Welfare, the Ministry of Agriculture all took part in the discussions on ways to help reintegrate returnees and what role they can play as a society to tackle irregular migration. Youth and Sports Minister Bakari Baji said the Vice President and team attach great interest on the topic of irregular migration as the country's youth continue to embark on the perilous journey. He added that the government is doing all it takes to support youth in the country.
The
government of the Gambia have no interest in seeing our youth coming back, but we cannot also say we don't want our own citizens. If you go out in search of greener pasture and you can't make it, we will bring you back so that we can help you to do something better here. We have programs that the government is funding and others that the UN agencies are helping government with.
The youth councillor at the Kanifing municipality, Kemo Bojang, in delivering the vote of thanks, highlighted the importance of creating a conducive environment for young people.
Nico migration, Nico peaceful coexistence.
When you talk about migration and peaceful coexistence, you are talking about the youth, because we make 65% of the population. All what is said here is important and we are happy. But when there is no conducive environment for the youth, all these projects and plans you are talking about cannot function. All the youths are leaving the country through the back way is because they want to make it, because we want to help our parents in some way.
While speaking at the ceremony, the Vice President of the Gambia, Touray, said all the doors that were used by Gambian youth to seek asylum have been closed since they came to power.
Those doors that the youth were using before to seek for asylum are all closed now. It won't be easy for them to get asylum anymore, because we are making sure that there is democracy in the country, which is not an easy task, and it can't all happen at once. But we are trying. Most of the reasons why they were giving the youth asylum are all not existing now.
The lack of access to employment opportunities among Gambian youth is widely cited as a major contributing factor to irregular migration. According to the 2018 Gambia Labour Force Survey, 95% of Gambian irregular migrants indicated lack of work as their primary reason for migrating. The tour is supported by the Gambian government and the International Organization for Migrants to meet stakeholders and leaders across the country to discuss and find a solution to irregular migration and peaceful coexistence. For iAfrican News, Binta Jallo.